What's up, everybody? Hey. Hey. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Post-credit convo, episode 2. We're on... has San Diego Comic-Con actually ended, or is it still going on today? I can't remember.
I don't know. I never know.
We're just going to say post... nobody really cares about anything else
Hall H.
except for Hall H. So let's be honest here. Post Hall H, got a couple things we need to talk about. First of all, Logan just saw the Odyssey yesterday.
Last night.
So we're going to, obviously discuss that because that movie for a lot of people is generational. But we'll get into our thoughts about that. And then Ryan Gosling being casted as Ghost Rider.
Yes,
and
sir.
then the new Black Panther. And then some Secret Wars rumors. And then we came up with a little idea to do a superhero bracket. So I got the bracket ready. I randomized everything. You're going to be surprised by the 2 number 1 seeds because we had to have 2 number 1 seeds. But it's all random. So, but it was a DC person and a Marvel person that were the number 1 seeds.
I'm both, but I prefer DC a little bit.
Yeah. After
we're both.
Yeah, and after I read the Poison Ivy Absolute Batman ripping out her heart and keeping this bitch as a plant is the most hilarious shit ever. You're a plant now forever.
They did Bane dirty too, bro. Putting him in a goddamn fishbowl.
Got his back sliced on accident.
Bro, my goodness.
Just couldn't get out of his own ways, huh? But let's just dig right into it, man. First thing up, in depth on the Odyssey. For those that don't know, the Odyssey has been ingrained in my DNA since I was a youngling. I mean, literally, I read Homer's Odyssey. I read the Iliad. My dad made me watch the old claymation joints, of the Odyssey.
I've always been more of a Roman guy myself. I love the Greek culture, but I've always been more of a Roman guy. So opposite in that view.
I've always liked, I don't want to say medieval, but like it's something about swords and shields and bows and shit that I'm just like, I like more than just watching the modern day pull a gun out and you're dead. Like it's like it took a little bit of skill back in the day to actually kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what were your thoughts, man? Because actually, let's just give our rating right up front so people don't have to wait. I gave it an 8.2 out of 10.
I gave it a 7.9. So we're right in the same sphere.
So for people, I think, to me, the arguments that have been made for both sides are so super exaggerated, and I think
my reasoning for rating it lower than a lot of people has nothing to do with like the culture war bullshit. It's from a pure film standpoint.
Again, we're anti-grifters here, so like we enjoy it for what it was. I didn't look as deep as like, this not being real Greeks and all that stuff. In the movie didn't bother me. I just wanted it to be a good movie, and it was. And it's a really good movie. I mean, anytime you give a movie a 7 out of 10, to me, is really good. You had a great time. You understood, everything. But it did have its issues. I think every movie has its issues, regardless of what people want to say is perfect. But, for people to exaggerate, if this was crap, it's not a great movie whatsoever, to the people who are like, oh, this is a masterpiece, I'm gonna go watch it 4 times. I think people have just like seen everybody talk bad about it and definitely want to be on the other side where they're exaggerating their rating, and then people are exaggerating their rating on the good side. People would just want to say, no, it's horrible.
At the end of the day, it's like that former professional bowling player, I forget his name, but he went viral. He's like, whether you love me or whether you hated me, you watched. So I mean, that's the Christopher Nolan story, essentially. Whether you loved him or hated him, you were gonna watch.
I mean, you did send me the statistics on the box office numbers globally. It's
635 million already.
Gonna probably trace $1 billion by the time this whole thing is done, is what they are projecting. And it's because the people that are going to go see it for the second and third and fourth time, because there are people like that on, I run a football channel on the other end, and that's the only thing that flooded my timeline had nothing to do with football. It was all about people giving their opinions on the Odyssey. But there are some issues. One of the things that what was your favorite sequence in the movie? And then
the Cyclops. Oh my god, that was actually like terrifying, bro. That scared me more than any horror movie I've ever seen. It was so unsettling, and I don't understand anybody that had a problem with the sound design. I heard that the sound design was incredible. It was just
it was
it was very loud, but it was good sound design in my opinion.
The only time I had a problem with it, like I told you, in the first 15 minutes, it was kind of hard to hear people, and you could It was a little weird.
Sequence,
that
when they stabbed him in the eye and he started to scream, that was incredible. And I saw it in Dolby Cinema, so the audio was just spectacular. That was an incredible scene.
Yeah, I saw it in the same thing, and so the sound was super exaggerated and super loud, and yeah, it was unsettling. I do when they stabbed him in the eye, bro. So here's the thing about the whole Cyclops thing. Homie on an island on his own. He treated his sheep and stuff right. The man making cheese, eat his cheese, go to sleep, bro. That was his life. Then these motherfuckers come out of nowhere. Well, first of all, he ate one of the homies and just fell asleep immediately. He like, I sleepy now. I'm going to bed with the rest of these people in here. I felt bad for him when they stabbed him in the eyebrow. I was like, damn, man, I feel bad, bro.
The Cersei sequence was also I felt violated during that.
Yeah, that was
in the best way possible.
Yeah, I think every single sequence had its best moments, except for the whirlpool with the rock monster, because in the original it was the Hydra.
My dad's biggest complaint, because we saw it together. He didn't like that sequence.
He didn't like it probably because the Hydra wasn't there.
Yeah.
It was a damn tentacle monster.
Yeah.
The barnacle monster, because that's really what it was. Barnacles on the side of the thing. Like, damn, we just get eaten by barnacles, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
I also, one of my gripes was with the whole sirens, where they weren't actually
shown.
They weren't shown, even though it's an R-rated movie, because it's supposed to be half women, half bird, fucking singing people with their titties out. Like,
we're seeing dudes get eaten. You can show some titties, Nolan.
But why have the R rating? Because I don't think anything was worth the R rating in that whole movie.
I mean, I guess technically because it's classified as an R, but I mean, I would have gave it a PG-13 if I was in charge of how ratings work.
Yeah, they're supposed to be harpies. That's what the animal's called. But yeah, it's just like. The Asian dude got up, jumped off the ship, bro. He said,
that's gonna be a reaction meme for years to come.
Well, it's like in Toy Story. The dude said, Sid, his mom was like, Sid, your Pop-Tarts are ready. He said, right. And he got done. He didn't give a fuck about them toys no more, bro.
Derek Carr, bro. Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah, exactly. So Travis Scott obviously was one thing I didn't like. That shit was ass, bro.
I told you this last night. I thought Matt Damon was underwhelming. I think he was severely miscast in that role.
I don't think he was underwhelming as much as you did, but I felt like
it felt so vanilla.
It did, and I felt like he was the right person to be in that role, but I didn't feel like Christopher Nolan did him justice on what his range really is as Odysseus.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So, and I didn't like, in the original, there wasn't like any huge fight at the end. Like once everybody found out it was Odysseus, everybody's like, oh shit, okay. Yeah. Sorry, man. They exaggerated a fucking big ass fight. Actually, what the fuck is his son's name? Why am I drawing a blank?
Tom Holland.
Temeclius, right?
Temeclius, something like that.
In one of the versions, this dude he was like, all right, go ahead, get your justice, right? And he took a spear and he planted the dude on the wall. I was like,
Speaking of spears, and I have to say this, I'm not trying to be a grifter. It's not. It was just hilarious. The opening where Elliot Page gets impaled made me laugh my ass off, bro.
yeah,
Like you got this little dude running, and then just gets fucking impaled.
it didn't. So the whole Elliot Page thing didn't bother me whatsoever. What did bother me is for Odysseus to be like, that was one of my best warriors.
You're 5'2", 98 pounds.
Yeah, there's no way that the smallest soldier in your whole platoon is your best warrior. Like against, I mean, y'all going against Achilles and everybody. There's no way. There was no mention of Achilles, by the way, or Hector. You know, so that really bothered me a little bit. But
no Achilles was weird. I remember when Elliot Page was rumored to be playing Achilles, and I was like, stop.
Yeah, that would have been bad if they would have did that. Some of the costume designs were a little weird. Didn't bother me that the man-eating soldiers, like, it didn't bother me. I just didn't really move me. I thought that sequence was so rushed. You go and try to find food or resources, and then you end up in the woods, and then like some little dude starts screaming. Like,
it's weird because I feel like everything up until the beginning of the third act was fast paced and moved well, but the beginning of the third act, in reality, like when he gets back to Ithaca for the first time, that's why it comes down to a 7.9 for me, because the movie just came to a fucking grinding halt, man. The pacing was horrible, and then the final fight they inserted was just like, okay, 10 minutes done, bing bam, and you had a freaking, it felt like 4 hours. Obviously I'm exaggerating, but the beginning of the third act was so poorly paced, bro.
yeah, and I felt like there's some things that could have been done to have given even more hope to the fact that he was there, like him not telling the blind man that it was actually him, and that, oh no, I'm just one of his soldiers. Like, dude, he's not gonna say anything. Like, but give the guy some hope of like saying that, oh shit, Odysseus is back. That's your man's that's been rocking out with you. The dog passing away when he saw him was a great touch. I like that moment. I thought that was cool. Like, he held on until he got there, symbolizing that everybody should have done the same thing and actually had some hope.
Well, there's a version of the Odyssey where it ends like that. That's like the final sequence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about. See, a lot of people get this whole thing confused with like the gods too, and it's just like. What people have to understand, I wish they exaggerated more, because it was more like, are we going to show you some shit that's happening right now, and then we're going to go back in the past, and then we're going to show you some shit that happened. So, like, it cutting in and out, sometimes the editing was a little weird, but it's kind of like you have to know the story. But I think a lot of people that didn't like it just didn't understand the fact that, you know, Agamemnon and the rest of those dudes, like, they did not do good shit. Like, this is why he was so conflicted, and they did the flashbacks in the end of like, we're just out here just killing random, and you know,
Agamemnon as Benny Safdie was a wild casting. I never would have expected that.
I'm glad they didn't show his face, because he looks like a bitch in real life.
He looks gay.
Yeah.
And he's one of my favorite movie directors. But
the way his face is shaped from his eyes down to fit that mask,
he directed my favorite movie of all time, A Good Time, or my second favorite movie of all time. So I'm a big Benny Safdie fan, but thank God they didn't remove his mask.
Yeah, they only showed like the back of his head and his legs when he got shanked in the bed.
Yeah,
that's crazy how the greatest warrior ever got shanked by his wife. It's crazy.
You can't trust him, bro.
No. I mean, his thing was like, I got to sacrifice my daughter to show that, you know, I want the most, and you know, I'm able to do anything for the gods. I mean, that was his thing. But like, morally, like, your wife's not gonna be like, man, fuck the gods. Like,
and John Bernthal was literally just Frank Castle, bro.
Yeah,
I'll tell you something about Odysseus, man.
Yeah. So the whole Helena Troy thing, people don't really understand that, and they're like, well, I hate the fact that she hates her husband and that they went to save her. No, She left. I forget the dude's name. Oh my God, what's his name? Hold on, I don't want to give out the incorrect information. Helen of Troy leaves husband for what the fuck? He's got like a weird name. Paris. Paris. So she leaves Menelaus for Paris. Menelaus, for those that don't know, is the character that John Berthal played. If you watch Troy, Paris was played by Orlando Bloom. But she had left to be with Paris. So she said, fuck Menelaus. Then one of the things in their moral code was they are going to go save of course, it's Agamemnon's brother. They'd be like, yeah, we're going to go get your bitch back. Like, this is what we're going to do. And everybody's going to listen to us and fucking do it. They ain't got no choice. That's really what the mission to go into Troy was. And they found out that the army was too strong. They couldn't break through the stone walls and all that. So then that's when they spent so much time making the horse to get inside because they were just so much smarter than every other army. And they did their thing. It was all going to go get his woman back that left him for another man. So throughout the whole sequence of them being at the table and her face being scarred up and all that, she hates this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So for people that didn't understand that, because I saw some reviews, they're like, why would Helena Troy hate Menelaus? Isn't that her husband? Didn't they go and go get her? Well, you're missing the whole part. And that's when it's like, you're missing pieces of the story, man. Like,
yeah.
And that's like a critical piece because people are already on the fence about, having an African-American woman play Helena Troy. But then on the other side of that is like, if you can at least explain what the fuck happened and pretty much the whole reason why everybody got up to go fight this war, then you would have been things would have been understood in a different light. But I thought the costumes looked great. A lot of people thought that, of course, because they didn't talk in the way of the Spartans and Greek people, that it really took them out of like the era piece. But like, we're talking.
I will say when I heard guys saying "fuck off," it did take me out of the story a little bit because I'm like, really, "fuck off" is what we're going with.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people praise Tom Holland, but that dude has no range. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't have range, but with what he was given, he was fine. I thought Robert Pattinson stole the show.
I don't even think he was fine. I thought it was below average. Like that shit took me out of the movie sometimes.
Zendaya showed her only facial expression that she can make in all of her acting skills throughout the movie, just staring into the camera like she's angry at something. But Robert Pattinson stole the show, bro. He was the best actor in that movie.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite parts was again, for people that don't know, because going back to my original point, which I never got to, but the whole thing about Odysseus going out on this journey and doing, going through all this shit, it's because he's the one that was paying for pretty much his soldiers doing all this bad shit. So the gods are making him go through trials.
Yeah.
And they're trying to see if he was going to make it out of it as payback for what he did.
It's kind of similar to the 7 layers of hell in Dante's Inferno.
Don't say this word. No, I mean, it is true. It is very true.
I got a question though. To change gears a little bit, what other iconic stories would you like to see Nolan take a crack at? Obviously, I mean, Dante's Inferno I just brought up. That's one for me.
Well, I think
Blood Meridian, my favorite book of all time, I'd like to see him take a stab at.
I honestly don't want to see him do a horror movie quite yet.
He says he wants to do it.
I know he wants to do it, but like that shit didn't make me feel scared. None of that shit did. I mean,
there's never really been a horror movie that actually scared me though, so I don't even feel like I can judge it.
I'm not trying to be scared, but I'm at least trying to be unsettled. That's what I can.
Unsettled with the Cyclops a little bit.
I just thought I felt bad. I mean, I felt bad for the Cyclops the whole time. So
the last movie I watched that genuinely unsettled me was Hereditary, but it didn't scare me.
yeah, Hereditary.
I can't think of a movie where I was like actually terrified.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question because I feel like I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. Like, I feel like when people do Robin Hood, they always do silly shit.
Yeah.
Or they just don't do it right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a slow paced, start from the bones, work his way up to this dude being like the shit type of Robin Hood. I think the moments of like when Odysseus fired the arrow at the end and everybody and he bing, bing with the string, that was such a pivotal moment in the way that the whole shot was filmed. It was more important than him even shooting the fucking arrows through the axes.
Hey, if Nolan wants to do something a little bit more horror oriented and creepy, take a crack at 1984, bro.
Yeah. So I feel like things like shooting the apple off the head or splitting one arrow with another arrow, like those moments in Robin Hood would be really, really pivotal, and he would be really good at doing that. I don't know, some people might think that's silly, but like that story is as important to a lot of things as as other movies. I'm not saying it's not as impactful as the Odyssey, because this shit is is laid out the foundation for a lot of our action movies today. I don't necessarily want to say this is a period piece, but man, I for some reason, and I know they're about to do a whole bunch of shit with the TV show, and they're doing they're filming something else right now, but I want to see him take a shot at a Lord of the Rings type of thing.
Bro, I was just thinking that.
So
I swear to God.
There's a game called The Third Age, where it's about similar characters to like Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas, and they're all in like those types, right? Those types of classes. But you meet these people on the journey, and you build your team up, and it's kind of like Final Fantasy, but it is a story about how their group was so integral to the story, and they were doing things behind the scenes that nobody, like the main story, didn't tell you, and they were just as integral to Frodo finding the ring. Like, if he just took that and made that shit into a movie and made it 3.5 hours long, bro, I am seated. I think that would be a great movie for him to kind of, for people that didn't like the Odyssey, because you can see he does things practically, makes it look good. Only use CGI like really one time, which was the barnacle monster shit. And it looked ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. You could tell it was CGI because the rest of it was practical, and now that shit was ass. But that's what I would say. I mean, I don't know. You're gonna say Lord of the Rings, but
yeah, I mean, Lord of the Rings, Blood Meridian, 1984. I know a 1984 movie was made recently, but I mean, it wasn't good, so no one would probably nail it.
Yeah. I mean, what outside of horror, I mean, he's really done so many different things. I mean, space, futuristic, mind-bending,
biopic.
I mean, unless he wants to do medieval, which this is Greek mythology is just a step up of that. But like,
make a movie about the Crusades.
Well, if you did Dante's Inferno, that whole story was about how soldiers were blessed for the Crusades, and Dante made a sacrifice to save Beatrice, his wife. And then was sent to hell anyways to save her again, because the devil wanted Beatrice anyways. So he went through the 7 layers of hell and finally beat Satan or whatever. But like, yeah, that there was an anime that came out and I encourage everybody, if you haven't seen it, it's like a little short anime on explaining, because you remember there was a Dante's Inferno game, which I thought was fucking great, but there was an anime put together of, I don't know if it was the beginning or like it kind of explained the story, but I remember there being like this brutal scene with like the Crusades and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody go watch this shit, because if Nolan can do an interpretation like that and really just like pull the, did you see an ounce of blood in this movie?
A little bit. I'm not remembering which scenes in particular, but it wasn't a lot.
If he again, the R rating is questionable. We didn't even see that much blood. But if he really pulled the gloves off and just like be like, fuck it, this is a passion project. I need to get bloody. I need to get gritty. I need to get, you do a Dante's Inferno. I mean, you gotta have the bitches with the titties out and everything. Like, and he's gotta go full out. Like that's just what it is. That would be a great one to tackle horror.
Yeah.
To tackle a medieval piece and to tackle a brutal piece as well. And if he can kill that shit, bro, that might be his best movie of all time.
Speaking of his movies all time, where do you rank the Odyssey? Because I have it at 5, I believe. I have Memento, The Dark Knight, Interstellar, and Oppenheimer above it. So yeah, 5.
I would probably have it 6 because I'd have the Prestige in there too.
I haven't seen the Prestige.
Well, yeah, you haven't seen it. So I would agree with all those movies having it above it.
Yeah.
So I would have it at 6.
That's fair.
I mean, I think just people just need to be realistic, man.
I think anyone saying it's in his top 3 is just, I mean, I'm not going to insult you, but that's crazy to me.
I mean, you have to think about how many times he's broke something in your brain, right? Like,
yeah.
Interstellar broke your brain at certain points. And that movie's goated, man.
Well, it's also like you look at this movie and there's no signature Nolan. What's the phrase? There's something so Christopher Nolan about the ending of Interstellar, the Joker and the Dark Knight, Oppenheimer. What else? The
Interstellar with the 24-year shit.
Yeah, the reveal at the end in Memento where you see it was him doing it the entire time. I'm not going to spoil what I mean. I kind of just did, but whatever. You get what I'm saying.
If you haven't seen that movie at this point,
yeah, it's like 30 years old. There's spoilers. All those movies have something that I don't think the Odyssey has.
I think the scene that they tried to do that and it just didn't nail it all the way across for me to even give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. Was the undead and Hades scene.
Oh yeah, that didn't hit for me, especially with Elliot Page's little ass sitting there. I'm like, bro, this doesn't do it for me.
And to me, if you wanted to hit a little harder, when he asked Agamemnon, "How are you here?"
Yeah.
And then his little ass voice, "Well, man, I threw my daughter in the like the Peter Safdie or whatever the fuck his name is, like
Benny Safdie.
Benny Safdie. Like that shit didn't. They should have altered his
Robert
voice.
Pattinson should have been Agamemnon.
But they should have altered his voice. Like if you're gonna cover, if Benny Safdie was gonna have his face covered pretty much the whole time, and
he's a good actor and an amazing director, but that casting was just a little weird. I don't think it was horrible, but
if you would have just changed his voice to made it deeper and made it more commanding, because he's so commanding in the whole fucking. Even by the time he turned around and looked at homie, he knelt down, and then he gave him like a pity hug. Oh, thanks, man.
It's like if Batman sounded like Spider-Man. Like imagine seeing Batman and he has Spider-Man's voice. The entire effect of the mask is just gone.
Someone get these beggars out of here.
Yo, he was so good, bro. Robert Pattinson, I'm going to say this because I said this privately after we ended the last episode. Outside of the legends who are on their way out and dying, of the actors in their prime right now, Robert Pattinson is the best in the fucking world, bro. And I'm not joking about that. He is number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did The Batman. He did Tenet. He's doing Dune later this year. You got the primetime movie he's playing Chris Hansen. He's got the Batman Part 2 coming out next year. This dude is goated right now, bro.
Oh man, I mean,
he did Good Time, one of my favorite movies ever, directed by Benny Safdie. Check it out if you haven't.
He's been really good, man. And just the whole, I think like his whole the no aura that he had from Twilight to him playing in that Lighthouse movie.
Oh my God, The Lighthouse! That movie's incredible too, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
with freaking Norman Osborn.
You know the dude that's doing all the werewolf and Nosferatu. Mm-hmm. They need to get my man. They need to get my man Robert Pattinson to play like Frankenstein or some shit, bro.
That could be interesting.
I could see him killing that shit, or the Creature of the Black Lagoon. I mean, I don't know what direction he's gonna go, but obviously he's building a universe that's gonna lead up to something.
Yeah,
because I can't wait
to see him play Dracula, not Nosferatu, Dracula.
Or maybe at the end they do. I would, to be honest, let's take a step back. If they do another Van Helsing in that fucking universe, Robert Pattinson would kill that shit.
Yeah, he's the best in the world right now, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, got through that, man. 8.2 out of 10 for me. 7.9. People just enjoy the fucking movie for what it is. God damn, this story is how many years old? Like,
about as old as Mitch McConnell. Get these beggars out of here.
Get these beggars out of here. Yo.
Someone tweeted, they better not get Robert Pattinson to play a racist character.
Oh, I know. He'd be the most hated man in the world, bro.
Imagine Robert Pattinson as Adam Driver's role in The Black Klansman. It's over, bro. You ever seen that movie?
Nah, I haven't, but I've heard.
Incredible, bro. Incredible.
All right, let's get to some San Diego Comic-Con shit, man. Your boy Ryan Gosling.
Another guy, one of the best in the world right now. You got to stop with the Botox, though, Ryan. It's been weird recently.
Yo, people are just so scared of being old, bro.
I know, like, but age, bro. You're almost 50.
But it's crazy because you're so scared of being old. I'll say this to my wife. It's especially funny when like the older ladies, like in their 70s, like that Botox and shit comes back to bite you in the ass, where it looks like you look like Clayface.
You look like a koi fish.
Yes, it doesn't look good. Anyways, Ryan Gosling comes out as
1 sec. Sorry to track back. Speaking of Botox, Anne Hathaway, stop. You can't make facial expressions anymore. Continue.
It doesn't look as bad. For her, but yeah, I mean, you could tell. You just need to quit it, man. Ghost Rider for Ryan Gosling. He's obviously excited about the role. I told you, it was leaked from some very reputable sources before it even came out, so I was totally expecting this to happen. They had saw him at Panel H along with a lot of other people that were announced for their roles too. I do like the logo. It's cool. Great nod to the comics.
I wish the flame around Ghost was yellow, but I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to gripe about a fucking logo.
I'm not either. Like, but people are griping about it again. Someone get these grifters out of here. Like, just enjoy it, man. So the question is he going to play Danny Ketch or is he going to play Johnny Blaze?
It's Johnny Blaze. 100%. What do you think, Danny?
I think Danny.
Okay. Why not the Hispanic one in the Dodge Charger?
Are you talking about what the fuck is his name? Robbie Reyes?
Yeah.
Well, they already did it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then do shit with his character.
Watch that.
Here's the thing. I think it's Danny Ketch for the simple fact is like, I mean, we honestly don't know. I'm just fucking guessing. But from what Kevin Feige's been saying is like, the comic books are out there. Why don't we just use them as the blueprint? So I don't know if he's changing his whole stance of like using the source material. Like me and you have been screaming for fucking years. It's right there in front of your face. Because if he's going to do that, then Danny Ketch makes sense because they've been teasing a Midnight Suns.
Yeah, that's true.
And Danny Ketch was the Ghost Rider Midnight Suns. So
either way, I don't care. I just want to.
I don't give a fuck. They're like the same character to me.
I
wasn't Barton Blaze Johnny Blaze's son, anyways.
Something like that. I hope that this isn't such a perfect casting like Mahershala Ali is Blade that it ends up never happening.
Yeah, he can't fumble, bro, and he ain't got that much time. Like they already said that this movie's coming out in 2028 along with Black Panther 3.
Oh, 2028. I thought it was 29.
No, they said 2028 for both of these shits.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
I love the casting though. It's perfect. I've been saying Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider for like 2 years now. So
yeah, because he can play that kind of arrogant, playboyish type dude as well. So like,
I mean, he played a motorcyclist in Place Beyond the Pines, which was a great movie. So
he's already got the resume for that.
Yeah.
Yo, there was some crazy shit coming out on Twitter because I was refreshing it like every 2 seconds yesterday. So, somebody.
What?
Somebody. So, and I thought it was for real because like he had a play-by-play of what the fuck was happening. And I'm like, why is nobody else talking about this? But I was invested. So dude was like, yeah, so Ryan Gosling's on stage. And this is after they said Kevin Feige and RDJ were on stage, right? And they're like, yeah, they're about to introduce him as Ghost Rider. Oh, but the way they're doing it is they're doing a fire trick where he's wearing a skull mask and it's on fire. And then the next thing was like, oh shit, he's on fire for real. And he said he's rolling on the ground. And then he said people were trying to come up there and help. And then the guy was like, RDJ just made some fucking joke about him being on fire. And then he said Ryan Gosling got up and started charging at RDJ. Yeah, I was invested.
What side of Twitter are you on, bro? They would never do that. The insurance would be crazy.
Bro, I was like, yo, if they're doing crazy shit like that, bro, that's insane.
Can you imagine seeing Ryan Gosling charge towards RDJ?
And RDJ saying some fucking crazy ass joke about it.
RDJ would have beat his ass, bro.
Yeah,
oh
bro.
My God.
Ain't nobody told you to eat those flaming hot Doritos, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, RDJ's a real felon.
Yeah. Nah, I'm excited. We talked about this. I mean, it's been going on for 5 years that they've been speculating that this was going to be announced.
He auditioned for Hawkeye and Doctor Strange, so he's finally got a role in Marvel.
Nah, and I'm glad he didn't play Doctor Strange. And
Hawkeye I could have seen.
I mean, he could have been an arrogant bastard, but
yeah. I love that joke, though. They said Doom waited to show up until Hawkeye retired.
I can see him saying, I never miss.
Get the fuck out of here. Didn't you drop 70 kills with him in Rivals one game?
Yeah, you posted it on Twitter.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. That was insane, bro.
People were just coming out the door. Pew, pew. Oh, that was pre-patch, though. That was pre-patch. I like it. I'm not complaining whatsoever about this, man. I think...
it just makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like Jason Momoa as Lobo. I mean, it just works.
I still haven't seen Supergirl, and
me neither. I'm just assuming he's good.
That's people were saying that. People were saying that was like the best part of the movie.
Well, no shit.
Him playing Lobo. Like the motherfucker is Lobo.
Exactly. Like, bro.
So, anything else on Ryan Gosling, man? Before we move on to the next thing.
Surprised he wasn't Black Panther.
Me too.
That meme was going viral yesterday when they announced this shit. Bro.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah.
How did that even start? That picture's just been around for so long.
I think it was after Chadwick passed away and they were talking about recasting.
Are you serious?
And people were talking about, like, why is it important to just cast a black person? Why can't we do white people instead? That's racist. And somebody photoshopped Ryan Gosling in the costume. Yeah. Post AI was crazy
you have to
times.
put in that work to be funny.
Yeah, yeah. You had to make it believable. Talk about Black Panther, man. Our guy David Johnson has been cast as T'Challa too.
He looks like Wayne Gallman. Some of your viewers will know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Wayne Gallman for sure. Now, as soon as I saw it, bro, I loved it. I loved it. I to be honest, man, I almost shed a goddamn tear when I saw this shit.
I've never seen the guy in anything. You said he's a good actor. I'll take your word for it. I wanted Damson Idris, but I mean, it is what it is.
Speaking about that, Damson Idris, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the rumors? I don't think they're rumors. I think they're actually confirmed because I would have did the same shit, to be honest. If I was in Ryan Coogler's, shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently there was a girl that dated Michael B. Jordan
Mm-hmm.
that broke up with him and started dating Mr. Idris after.
Okay.
And Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are like this.
Yeah.
Apparently it wasn't a good breakup. Let's just put it like that. So that was kind of like the rumor that went around. Now, to be honest, I don't blame him because I would have did the same. I would have did the same thing. Like sometimes you can't mix pleasure and business, man. And you don't. To be honest, Mr. Idris versus Mr. Jordan, who's got the more cachet?
Johnson.
Huh?
Oh, not Michael B. Jordan. I thought you were talking about David Johnson for a second. Yeah,
No.
yeah, Michael B. Jordan has more.
Yeah, he's got the more cachet. So like, you're losing nothing with. I mean, a lot of people. So what was funny is the way that people switch up. Because when this came out, everybody was like, "Yeah," including myself. Then
flame on.
Yeah. Then Mr. Idris's name started coming out today, talking about, oh, they missed the mark on this. Brother, I'm sorry. If you watch this dude act, he's great. From Alien Romulus to The Long Walk to I forgot it was there was another movie that we saw like right in between. He's a up and coming actor, first of all. He is propelling himself to just keep getting more projects and more projects. And when they did the side by side of him and T'Challa, if he grows a goatee out and shit, or not, Chadwick Boseman,
yeah,
if he grows some facial hair, he's gonna look kind of like him, man. I mean, I don't mind it, and the way that he came out on stage, where he just looked fucking humbled as shit to be in that role. That's the one thing I look for. I don't look for the dude just catch me. Yeah, I'm excited to be in the role, man. Nah, it was like he was about to be in fucking tears, bro, because he knows how important this shit is. And I don't.
Andrew Garfield got cast as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't think David's gonna fuck this up, man, because he hadn't had one bad acting role yet, which is very, very good, and he's got some time to fit into the role. And instead of them, to me, recasting Chadwick Boseman, they're taking the approach of, and I know a lot of people we're comic book guys too, so like T'Challa having a son out of wedlock and shit like that it's part of the lore, right? Yeah. Like, so, but it is what it is. People have problems with the pieces not being picked up from other movies and being propelled forward like they did with the Thanos arc. I mean, how many pieces have been left with Thanos's brother and Pip the Troll? You remember? And they just did nothing with that shit.
How about Hercules at the end of Love and Thunder?
Hercules. They didn't do nothing with that shit, bro.
9 years later, we're going to get to see the Scorpion from the Homecoming post-credit scene.
So you can't be mad that he's coming out as his son. Give it time. Ryan Coogler has been great.
Coming out as his son. Pause, brother.
Oh yeah. To me, Ryan Coogler has been great, and what he's been given. I mean, he's one of the best up and coming actors or directors. And one thing that he said that he wanted to do, I think I saw this in an interview last night with him, is he wants to do what Nolan did for the Odyssey. He wants to shoot this entirely in IMAX.
Okay.
So he's challenging himself there too. I mean, did you see the video where he's talking about the formats and shit when he was doing Sinners?
Well, IMAX, you can only shoot for 2 minutes straight if you're using film. So
yeah,
so that's going to be a challenge if they're using film. They'll probably go digital though.
probably.
Yeah.
So I know you don't know too much about him, man, but like, I'm just glad that we're closing the fucking book on this shit instead of everybody speculating. Are they gonna recast him? No.
Seems like it's all coming together now for Marvel, and I'd like to point out, fucking James Gunn, we got a problem, bro.
Yeah.
You got Marvel dropping bomb. You give nothing at Hall H. You couldn't give us the Batman casting. You couldn't give us a date for Brave and the Bold. You gave us fucking nothing. And then today you're like, well, there's some random character is going to appear in Superman.
Yeah.
It's over, bro. It's over.
Now, would it piss you off? Because his name is T'Challa. It's not like we haven't had Earth 6. What was it? 6-10-9-3-4, I believe it was, where it's Aurora Storm, for those that don't know, and T'Challa had a son. His name was Azari T'Challa. Would it piss you off because it's gonna piss me off if they do this? If they bring him in, he becomes a new Black Panther because he already said your new Black Panther is David Johnson. Yeah. So we already know that's eventually going to happen. Even though we already said we were cool with Shuri being Black Panther, they just need to develop her character. They need to write her character better. Like that's
beyond being a fucking nerd. Like give us something.
Yeah, where she actually embraces the fact that like I am powerful. I am here, to be the protector of Wakanda or whatever. Because we really haven't seen. I mean, towards the end of Black Panther 2, we started to see that. But like, we need a full movie of her just being fucking badass. Maybe it might happen in Doomsday, but I feel like she's gonna get her fucking shit twisted. And that's what they're forced to do this. But with that being said, since Storm has not been, well, obviously she can't marry T'Challa now.
Yeah.
But would it piss you off if he gets in the movie, he becomes his own, and he's like, I don't want to live in my dad's shadow, so my real name is Azari? I'd be like, oh God, no. That doesn't make sense. The other thing that'll piss me off is if this T'Challa gets with the new Storm. That would piss me off too. But I think that's eventually going to happen.
Yeah, that'd be weird though.
I think it's eventually going to happen though. Because why wouldn't it? They're going all young for the X-Men.
As long as they don't cast that fucking sleep paralysis demon Cynthia Erivo as Storm.
God, bro.
That woman is genuinely horrifying to look at. They should have cast her as one of the fucking monsters in the Odyssey.
She could have been a Cyclops.
Bro, you need to, if we turn this into a short, you need to put the clip of her on stage with some fucking demon nails. Get the fuck out of here. And that bald, shining Michael Jordan head.
Oh my God.
Look like a milk dud.
Like a human potato. No, I think that's eventually the direction that they're going to go in, and then they'll have a son named Azori. But
that's weird, though.
It's weird, but like,
that's like Steve Rogers flirting with his niece. Weird.
Oh God! Don't.
Sweet home Alabama. That was interesting. That was not good. No disrespect, Alabama.
Bro, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah,
that was disgusting work, Steve.
Yeah.
Damn, Steve been fucking
You're no hero.
Steve been fucking up a lot of timelines.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we're on Marvel right now, so I'll just get into it. What the fuck is Peggy Carter doing in Avengers Doomsday?
Apparently she's going to be one of the Latvian witches to help Steve come over.
She's
and
like
help Doom.
She's like the Frank Grillo of Marvel. She just keeps appearing and nobody asks for it. Like, what role do you play here?
I just liked her role as, seeing her as Captain Carter was cool. for that sequence.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I thought it was cool for that sequence just to see it.
Just to see her get fucked up.
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing they could have did.
Yeah.
There's none of them did shit. What mouth?
John Krasinski, bro, turned into ramen.
That man said, she said, what mouth? And that man proceeded to scream so hard, knowing that his mouth was shut, and blow his shit from the inside.
Why not just cut your mouth open?
And actually, that wouldn't happen to him, by the way. And if anybody read a comic, but
fucking nerd.
well, no, why? I mean, why would Mr. Fantastic say anything? He's the smartest man in the.
Oh man, should have brought him back for the movie.
Do you think Pedro Pascal or John Krasinski?
He wasn't good, bro. Pedro Pascal wasn't good. Maybe it was just the writing, but I did not like him at all. I thought Vanessa Kirby was the best part of that movie, without a doubt.
Oh, for sure. It's not even close.
Johnny was fine. I think Ebon Moss-Barack is a great actor, but the Thing should not just sound like some guy named Kevin from Long Island. Like he should actually, his voice should be gravelly. And I didn't like Pedro at all, bro.
He needs to have a very important role to redeem himself for you in Doomsday.
Yeah, because Reed Richards is one of my favorite characters. So,
yeah, I think that brings.
I like the costumes in the movie. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So before we get into Secret Wars, because I know I got some theories on that shit too.
Yeah.
Anything else from San Diego Comic-Con where you're just like mind blown?
Yeah, the lack of DC. We're 3 years past James Gunn revealing the slate, still no Batman casting. You guys got your thumb up your ass? What's going on at DC Studios, bro?
We talked about this last time. I honestly think that he's gonna be backed into a wall. Matt Reeves is gonna come out and be like, he gonna say, no, what's gonna happen is Matt Reeves is gonna be like, hey yo, James, I got some crazy shit to show you, dog. Look at these stills right here. And he's gonna be like, fuck. God damn it, include him. God damn it.
You think Pattinson's gonna be the guy? You think Pattinson's gonna be the guy for the DCU?
I think Matt is going to do something like that. He's going to come and show him the stills.
But from what I heard, Matt Reeves is the reason Pattinson's not the DCU Batman. He said he wanted to tell his own story. No strings attached.
Well, fuck it, James. You can attach your name to it, but it's my shit.
Yeah, I mean... But
that's all you got to do.
When you're doing a universe construction type of thing, there's always going to be multiple hands in the cookie jar, bro.
But to me, that don't make sense. That's like some underhanded way to say that like James Gunn doesn't want to pay Matt. That's all this shit is. Because if that was the case, bro, like think about it.
Well, also, if I was James Gunn, I'd be down on my knees kissing Matt Reeves' balls because you are not pause. You are nowhere near the filmmaker that Matt Reeves is, James Gunn. I'm sorry. Matt Reeves is a lot better than you, bro.
You know what? To me, that's bullshit. Think about on every single think about on every fucking Marvel movie that's come out since Iron Man, whose name is in the credits, even though he had no fucking role in writing or directing.
Kevin Feige.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. Pay them fucking man his money.
I mean, if you offer Matt Reeves what $400 million, you're telling me you wouldn't be like, yeah, fuck it, put him in a Superman movie.
We're taking your direction on this, Matt. And Matt, I'm telling you, Matt's going to come.
Imagine a world's finest Public Enemies movie with Robert Pattinson's Batman and David Cornsweet's Superman with Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Brother.
I'm just thinking right now, if I was Matt Reeves, bro, I'm going to have a note on my phone with a couple stills from the movie, with a couple paragraphs on how we are doing this. Because me and you are on the same page. We did the detective part in the first movie. We about to do Kung Fu part with the detective part in the next movie. And then we're about to do all of that shit together in the third movie where he's going to get a brand new suit and really be decked out, sleek ass fucking Batman that everybody's been wanting to see because now he's grown into that shit. That's what Matt's gonna have there.
You think that's the reason why, firstly, the Batman 2 took so long to get started, and why Batman still isn't introduced in the DCU? Because I'm sorry, bro. There's no way that they're this incompetent. Maybe they are because it's DC, but like, you're telling me it took this long, bro? Because in the span that it's gonna take for 3 Dune movies to come out, the Batman Part 2 still will not be out. You're telling me it took that long for no reason in particular? You were just struggling to write the movie? I don't buy it, bro. There's something bigger here.
There's something, man. I don't know what it is.
I guarantee you we get that first poster for the Batman Part 2, and it's Batman and Robin. And then James Gunn's like, well, we're doing it, guys.
Well, does James have any fucking roadblocks like Marvel had to deal with between the Sony properties and the MCU properties?
There's DC 100% owns Batman.
So what the fuck? That's what I'm.
And DC Studios is working with Warner Bros. So it's not like Warner Bros. Is like, we don't want you guys to do this. It's one and the same.
Well, also on the other side of that, you think about, we talked about this offline a little bit, is like, you have to think about how successful the first Batman was, how anticipated Matt Reeves' second go at Batman is. The Penguin was a fucking spinoff that was super successful, where really people that didn't even fucking watch Batman and give a fuck about that shit,
I remember hearing Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis talking about that show. They're like, it gives me Big Sopranos vibes, which is exactly what it was. It was a great show. Colin Farrell, man. The best Penguin ever. Danny DeVito. I mean, that's the classic golden age, but Colin Farrell was the best one.
Yeah, that's what we just compare modern day women to look like fucking chicken legs and Humpty Dumpty up top with the Danny DeVito Penguin. I see women that look like the Penguin every day. I just went to the fair. I saw about 100 of them motherfuckers. That's what I compare. I said, "Damn, shit like Danny DeVito's Penguin."
Field, bro.
I'm just telling you, bro. Like straight ass, bro.
I heard someone say, "It's always bitches built like long snappers that talk the most shit."
Fucking penguin on the body, apocalypse in the face, motherfucker.
Lizard, bro.
This shit is nasty. Nah, how does James just not look at that and been like, "Damn, the dude had a fucking spinoff show off of one fucking movie, and the Penguin was not even the main villain of that shit."
If I'm James Gunn and I get hired at DC Studios, I'm telling the fans the Batman Part 1 was the first installment of the DC universe, and then I do Superman. It's that simple.
Nobody's gonna be mad about the retcon. They're not, bro. Yeah. Because that would be a retcon on his universe, but technically it'd be like, you know what? We listen to the fans. Robert is young enough to play Batman for a long time.
He's like, what, 36? He got a solid 15 years on him.
Yeah, he's around my age. We are going to take this in the best direction possible to make sure that the DCU...
These beggars out of here.
Yeah, to make sure that the DCU is following a structure that we feel good about.
The power of the DC universe is about to change forever. Dwayne the Cock Johnson.
I mean, I would spin it like Matt Reeves is in an executive role here now.
Oh yeah,
from a directing standpoint. And me and him are going to work together on a lot of projects. But when it's his project, it's Matt's project.
And when it's James's project, it's James's project. And then whoever else is directing something and writing something, that's your project. But we're all working together.
And the only time that we will consult each other is just to make sure the the congruency of all of these fucking projects are intermingled in the right way.
And during like Justice League and shit. Because you want to make sure that everything's tonally consistent and you don't have James Gunn making Robert Pattinson's Batman look like the Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon version of the character.
And then, like you were talking about the other day, Justice League Dark. Zack Snyder comes back and uses the same fucking writers as Matt Reeves.
Bro, they're already making a Swamp Thing movie. It makes too much sense. They better be leading up to Justice League Dark, bro.
The color palette and everything that Zack Snyder would bring with whoever Matt Reeves' writer was.
Fuck it, let Matt Reeves write it. He wrote the Batman with one of his friends.
Oh, he wrote it?
Yeah, he co-wrote it with one of his buddies.
Oh, fuck.
Pause. this dude's eyes rolled back.
Well, if that's the case, yeah, Matt Reeves and Zack Snyder teaming up, bro.
That was crazy. I need a minute.
That's going on the short. That's going on the short.
Oh, fuck.
That's going on the short, bro. That's going on the short. I didn't even know that. So, fuck, the possibilities are endless, man. Shit.
Yo, I can't breathe. Oh, my God.
Let's get to the next time. Let's get the fuck up out of this.
Oh, my God.
Secret Wars leaks, man. What you hearing?
Yeah. It's confirmed that it's going to be one movie. They're not telling the story in a two-parter like me and you originally thought. So.
Okay. So,
we thought the Doomsday and Secret Wars event was going to be 3 movies total. They confirmed it's just Doomsday, just Secret Wars. We thought Secret Wars is going to be a two-parter, but it's not. So it's just 2 movies for this saga.
So, I got some questions. First of all, you read Secret Wars, there's a couple important things that happen. First of all, some of the people that escaped the incursions, because mostly everybody died except for a handful of people that were able to get on the life rafts, like Reed Richards, right? Also, universe, was it 1610, which is the Ultimate Universe? Mm-hmm. Have we been introduced to anybody in the Ultimate Universe?
No.
Okay.
They haven't even brought Miles in yet.
And Miles is a super important part to this because he was the only character that came over from the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Secret Wars literally opens up with Miles Morales, does it not? He's like in one of the first 3 pages of the first issue of that run.
It's been a while, but I think so.
Yeah.
But one of the most important parts of it is stupid, and they should change this, is him giving Molecule Man the hamburger. And Molecule Man being like, all right, because you did that, and I remember that you did that, we're gonna put you on Earth 616. You know what I'm saying? Because your whole universe is toast. So I have a lot of questions when it comes to that. And then also, Pedro Pascal has to play in bro, I know you don't like him, but like,
no, I'm sorry. It's just I don't understand. You do one Fantastic Four movie that wasn't very well perceived. You show no actual footage of Doctor Doom besides the tease, and then you're immediately doing Secret Wars. And Doomsday is the beginning of Secret Wars. Like it's just it's rushed beyond belief.
But Logan, it's unavoidable at this point. So I mean, at this point in time, it's like, we could speculate till our fucking faces fall off. Like, it is what it is, and they don't give a fuck that we have no.
Like Thanos
we have no fucking build up to this, which me and you are gonna be like, I mean, I kind of don't give a fuck. But then, so for those that don't know, in Secret Wars, when they find out that Molecule Men were created by the Beyond, was it created by the Beyonders? I can't remember. Anyways. The Beyonders had Molecule Man. They set him off on all these fucking, universes, and they were pretty much the time bombs. Yeah. Then Doctor Doom went and stole the Beyonders' powers and kept a Molecule Man to himself and used him as a fucking battery, basically.
Yeah.
Molecule Man was able to help get him the powers because he's like, Doctor Doom convinced him and said, I'm the only one that has an idea to mold a universe that's able to be congruent with each other. Like, yeah. And Molecule Man was like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna help you out. still imprison him, still use him like a fucking battery and all that shit, right? I doubt that there's going to be an Owen Reese character in this. I doubt it. Because you can't, it's just, I doubt there's going to be the Beyonders in this shit. How the fuck are they going to do that? Like,
yeah, how are you going to do Secret Wars without the Beyonders, though? You can't adapt either adaptation, the original or Hickman's run. I mean, you could say it's Secret Wars, but it's not actually that story.
Yeah, because he's just going to shoo him in. Man, this shit, the regular, I'm going to call him comic book fan. The comic book movie fan is going to be confused as fuck. And we're going to be pissed off the whole time. The other thing about this is, like, if Pedro Pascal really doesn't drop his nuts, homie, and embrace this role, he doesn't understand the importance of, like, one of the best moments in the fucking comic was him going to Dr. Doom and saying, you know, I would have done a better job. and Doom admitting that shit, saying, yeah, I know. And then Molecule Man hearing that shit and giving him the powers of the Beyonder, and just as a ha-ha moment, Reed sent them back to Latveria with the fucking perfect face.
Mm-hmm. And then the final frame, just Richards.
Right. It's him, Franklin, were able to make the universe back to the 606.
The final scene in Latveria when Doom takes off his mask and knows that his face is perfect, and then the final bubble is just Richards, and then it cuts to black.
Yep. You really, I mean, because we had to power scale ourselves here, because, like, you're already introducing Dr. Doom as, like, the shit.
Yeah, how the fuck essentially got Emperor Doom, like, off the bat. That's what I mean, bro. It's like,
this is why I don't think they're gonna have the Beyonders. They're just gonna say, oh, he was super strong.
Maybe, bro, straight up. Maybe the movie opens with him becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, beating Strange's ass.
And yeah, well, no,
and that's how they kind of explain
Doctor Strange is not Sorcerer Supreme, though.
Oh my god, that's right. It's Juan.
It's Juan.
Well, yeah. Why did they say Juan? Like he's Mexican. It's Wong.
So that's what I'm saying. This shit don't mesh together at all, bro. Yeah. The only thing that makes sense if it's a Doctor Strange from another universe, or Clea is a Sorcerer Supreme in her universe when she came and got Strange. He beats her ass while Doctor Strange is trying to fix an incursion, and he becomes a Sorcerer Supreme like that. Because again, they ain't going to include my brother, my dude brother Voodoo right now. So.
Obviously, they were going to do Secret Wars and this Doomsday thing inevitably, but before that, I would have done at least 2 Fantastic Four movies. I would have done another Doctor Strange movie. Honestly, I feel like 2 Fantastic Four movies and a Doctor Strange movie would have been enough to set the ground rules a little bit. But they're just fucking diving in balls deep. Like there's no build up.
No Thanos' brother and Pip the Troll.
No, I mean, people talking about now the MCU fanboys.
That shit don't make sense, bro.
I'd like to point out I am an MCU fanboy, but my point being is the fact that people are now trying to justify this by saying that Thanos wasn't built up the way people said he was in the MCU. Yes, he fucking was, bro.
Yeah, people are having like this hindsight is 2020 fucking bullshit argument.
Hindsight is retardation, apparently. Now
they said, oh, so he's got built up because he talked shit to Ronan, and then we saw him saying, fine, I'll do it myself, and then he had a chair turn. That was built up?
Well, I mean...
No, he was constantly mentioned throughout the whole shit, even from Gamora.
And did you not hear in the beginning of Infinity War when Bruce Banner crashed into the Sanctum Sanctorum? He's literally saying, the invasion of New York, Loki with the Chitauri, that was Thanos, bro. Like, that's who this guy is. He's been the villain the entire time. And then the first aura scene he had was at the end of Age of Ultron where he picks up the gauntlet. Fine, I'll do it myself. But the entire time, it was all him.
We shouldn't have to connect the fucking dots for people. And this happened through like what, almost 10-year period. Like this is when they CGI'd his face before Homie came in as the actor. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this though, I like the original design for Thanos more. Not the CGI, but when he was like more purple, I did like that. I wish he had his armor on during the sequences in Infinity War, and he wasn't just wearing the wife beater with his bald ass head out.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna revisionist history Josh Brolin's Thanos though. That's one of the best villains ever.
Yeah.
But I will say, his motivations in the comics work more, in my opinion, because his name is the Mad Titan. He's doing what he's doing because he's just crazy. Whereas in the MCU, he's giving this logical fallacy about being able to, get rid of half the population because of like scarce resources or whatever. But if you have the Infinity Gauntlet, you can just create 50% more resources, so it's not a problem.
Yes.
So
that's
just create unlimited resources with the gauntlet, bro. That's why I think it works better in the comics where he just wants to fuck Lady Death. Because I mean, sure, it's stupid, but it's more believable.
It is. It is more believable. And if you read the Infinity Gauntlet comic, him getting it was, I can just snap my fingers and kill a lot of people, and that would impress you, wouldn't it?
And Adam Warlock and Nebula should have been more important characters in the movie as well. And where the hell was Mephisto? I'm not gonna try to say Infinity War wasn't a good movie. It was a great movie, but I think they should have been a little more accurate to the source material.
Talking about Mephisto, though, they already introduced him
in Ironheart with Sacha Baron Cohen, which I don't like as a casting, by the way.
I don't either, but like one of the most important motivational parts of Doctor Doom is his mom being Mephisto's bitch, basically.
Bro, I swear to God, can you imagine another side tangent? You imagine Spider-Man, they do like a One More Day type thing where he goes to Mephisto to get Aunt May back? I'm shooting myself in the theater, bro.
They need to do this right. That's all I'm saying. Kevin Feige's already shot himself in the foot in the interview talking about the comics are there. We need to start using the source material more. Well, you think? You better be calling Jonathan Hickman up, Brian Michael Bendis, all these motherfuckers, and bring them in a room and be like, how can we do this better, guys? Because like,
well, the thing is, bro, they got something's in my eye. I apologize, but they got so used to winning without really paying attention to the source material that they got arrogant, and then they just flew too close to the sun and started to go off the fucking walls. And now we're here in 2026 because they refuse to be humble.
Well, it's like I told you before. I think when they started this whole thing, they knew like this is going to be pretty much a 15-year venture. Strap in, baby, because we're here.
Shout out Jon Favreau.
And by the time that we got the lead up to Thanos and everything, I believe that Disney and Marvel were like, all right, this train really stops here and go do some other shit. That to me would have been the most logical way to be like, comic book movies are here and now we're out. Because why would you start with Thanos first? I told you months ago, bro. If they really had a 50-year plan, which that's really where they should have.
That's wild.
I know it's wild, but like comic books are never ending now. I mean, they're the most popular that they've ever been because of all this shit. Remember, we've had the crisis in the 80s and the 90s, and now we're to this point where, if you're not reading a comic, it just is what it is. Like, I think you're a hypocrite. But on the other side of that, if they had a 50-year plan and they said, our first villain is going to be a nihilist. Start off with something small. Because then you can lead into cosmic heroes. Then by the time you get to the cosmic heroes with the Shi'ar Empire and the Captain Marvels and all that, then you can do the Civil War arc. And then once you do the Civil War arc, then you can do the fucking Ultron arc. And then after you do Ultron, then you can go into King. And then you can go into Thanos. And then you can go into Doctor Doom after that. But you could have included cookie crumbs of all these characters without having to show who the fuck they are. I mean, literally 90% of these motherfuckers wear masks. So you don't even need the fucking actor in place at the time. Bro, this is that alone is the craziest shit to think about, is like, you didn't even need the actors in place. Most of these motherfuckers wear masks. Just have them show up on screen and just wave and then get, oh shit, Moon Knight's here. Oscar Isaac is the actor now. Like, I don't
What
know.
I do want to say, though, is now speaking of projects, because I just saw something on Twitter. Let's compare Marvel and DC's upcoming projects, and I want you to tell me what you're more excited for. So Marvel, we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, Black Panther 3, Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, Daredevil Born Again Season 3, Vision Quest, Nova, X-Men. And then from DC, we have Clayface, Man of Tomorrow, Swamp Thing, Bane and Deathstroke, Amanda Waller, Booster Gold, Jimmy Olsen.
I don't give a
Wonder
fuck about.
Woman.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about Booster Gold, bro.
Me neither. And then eventually Batman Brave and the Bold. Yo, DC, cut the bullshit, bro. I don't give a fuck about Amanda Waller. I don't give a fuck about Booster Gold. I don't give a fuck about Superman's amazing pal, Jimmy Olsen. No, go fuck yourself, bro. I don't give a shit about Bane and Deathstroke team-up movie. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Give me Batman and Wonder Woman and a not brown Green Lantern. Sorry, I didn't mean skin color. Jon Stewart's my favorite Green Lantern. I meant the color of the suit. It's going to get clipped so poorly. No, but you know what I mean. Not shit Lantern.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Nah, I get it, bro. They just have no. I mean, we already talk about a company that has no sense of fucking direction in fucking Marvel right now that just didn't think this shit all the way through. Now we have a company that's like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you all the direction in the world, but not really. Go fuck yourself.
You're getting the side character TV shows. I'm so hyped for Amanda Waller.
Oh man,
We're cooked, bro.
We are, bro.
I hope DC fans know that when this DCU collapses, this is the end of the universe experiment. It is solo Batman movies until the end of time.
Well, yeah, we're cooked, bro. We're cooked. Want to get into the superhero bracket, my friend?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We're gonna end it out on this, but basically how we did this is Logan gave his 10. Why is my screen not popping up? Logan gave his 10, which was just DC characters, and I gave my 10, which were Marvel characters. And then we randomized them, put them in the bracket, and our 2 number 1 seeds are Dr. Fate and Brother Voodoo. So let's go ahead and start right here at the top, man. Who's going to face Dr. Fate? Superman or Cyborg? Superman is the 17th seed, bro. What the fuck?
I'm going Superman.
I'm going Superman as well, bro. Wait, start the tournament. What?
Technical difficulties.
How the fuck? Hold on a second. Single elimination, progress. I have to create. Hold on. Let me pull this shit down. Let me create an account real quick. Sign up. Shit is stupid.
Thank God this isn't live.
Yeah, no. Shit would be embarrassing. All right.
It reminds me when we were doing the NFL Jeopardy. Jeff didn't know the question. He just goes, "Oh shit," and then leaves.
Oh man.
My internet went out.
Yeah, people need to get better internet.
That sounded so bad, bro. I don't want a brown Green Lantern.
Yeah. All right. So first one up to face Dr. Fate, Superman versus Cyborg. I'm going Superman for sure.
Agreed.
Winner, Superman. All right. Second up to face Red Tornado, Moon Knight or Hal Jordan's Green Lantern.
This is debate. I'm going to go Hal Jordan, personally. I think the construct, I don't know why I sounded like that. The constructs that he's going to be able to create, I think he's going to overpower Moon Knight. What do you think? And this, just to be clear, this is base forms.
Yeah, base forms. Now I have to ask myself, Moon Knight does a lot of team ups. May not always be intentionally, but he always finds himself teaming up with somebody.
Oh, we're just talking like a one-on-one encounter, no prep time on our side.
I'm just talking about the character overall. Like,
Yeah.
who's the? That's what this is. Like, who's the better character?
Here's what I have to think though. Oh, I'm talking about in a fight. I don't mean as a character.
Oh, that's how we're doing this in a fight.
Yeah. Fight.
Oh, yeah, Green Lantern's winning.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, straight up. Doctor Strange or Batman?
Doctor Strange, bro.
Doctor Strange winning this shit. Oh man, Shazam or Thor? That was a great one that got us with that.
Oh shit, man.
Similar powers, to be honest.
I think Thor is stronger.
Yeah, but
Mjolnir.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm going Thor, bro. In a straight no prep time fight, give me Thor. And I love Shazam.
And I think with also you got to think with his combat experience too, because he's been in a lot more fights.
A kid, bro.
Yeah, he's a kid. Billy Batson. All right,
Shazam.
Dr. Fate versus Superman. Now we know Superman has had his troubles with people that are magic users.
Yeah, I'm going Dr. Fate, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, we're all talking about base form too.
I mean, they've both beaten each other. They've fought before.
Yeah. Yeah.
But unprepared for an encounter with magic, I'm going Dr. Fate.
Yep. Blue Beetle versus Martian Manhunter.
Oh, Martian Manhunter. Oh my god.
You think so?
I think so, bro.
I'm trying to think.
But we're talking Jamie Reyes, by the way, not Ted Cord. Obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe it's closer than I'm giving it credit for, but I'm going Martian Manhunter, bro.
Fucking suit, man.
That fucking suit, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Blue Beetle suit will fight.
That's true.
Fight on its own.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Though, you know, I'm gonna go Blue Beetle here actually because I mean, Blue Beetle has beaten Manhunters before, just because the pure power of the suit. So yeah, we can go Blue Beetle here. If you think.
Yeah, because I got to give it to it's like it's not the first person he's been on.
Yeah.
Pause. This is a suit that's had tons of experiences in the past.
It's like Venom.
Yeah, it has a mind of its own. Its first thing is to protect.
Yeah,
and it's
going to do anything in its power.
I like Martian Manhunter. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but yeah. Oh, damn.
What's this one say?
Ben Reilly versus Silver Surfer.
All right, Moss. Put the fries in my ass. Give me Ben Reilly. No.
Oh, shit. Ben, damn, the randomizer fucked him up on that one, right? Mm-hmm. Green Lantern versus Red Tornado.
I'm going Hal Jordan here, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because you got to think, Hal Jordan in his base form encounters enemies stronger than Red Tornado. Like atrocitus.
That man put 4 green walls around his ass and he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Swamp Thing versus Doctor Strange, bro. Oh my god.
My god, that's actually tough, bro.
Oh, you're talking about a magic user versus a user that uses the green.
I don't know, man, because Swamp Thing isn't just some big guy. Like, he's all powerful, bro.
Regeneration.
Yeah. I mean, Doctor Strange, I mean, if he can cast a spell where he sends like one half of his body, well, he's going to have to get him off planet or in the ocean.
Are we including base form? Because to me, technically, I think base form is including the time stone.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, could he send one half of Swamp Thing to another timeline and like? But that's the thing, though. He's just going to regenerate. You can't just cut him in half.
And Doctor Strange doesn't know every incantation and spell.
Give me Swamp Thing, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think that's what I'm saying. If you're talking about base Doctor Strange, this is Doctor Strange without the Darkhold, This is without him knowing everything.
Yeah.
Because if it was Sorcerer Supreme, that's hyped up Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing just base form fucking you up. It's
you can't just cut him into pieces. He'll just regenerate, bro.
And Swamp Thing is kind of like Blue Beetle in the sense too. The Green is gonna fight for him to protect him.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. People hate on Swamp Thing, bro. Oh my God, this is a great one. Beta Ray Bill versus Gladiator. Oh shit! If Gladiator feels I can beat him, I will. If he knows he can beat him, he know he will, but I don't know. Damn, bro. I'm trying to think of feats both of them have had. Beta Ray Bill fought Gladiator Hulk before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does Gladiator feel like that he could beat Gladiator Hulk, bro?
I think we go get Beta Ray Bill here, bro.
Yeah, I just think that I like Gladiator, and I like the. You could say that it's lazy writing. Oh, if he thinks he can beat him, he can. But like, nobody really explained like, what is the litmus test for that for Gladiator?
Yeah.
But we know Beta Ray Bill can come in and beat ass, so
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just too much question marks. Cool character, but it's too much question marks around this. Yeah, Beta Ray Bill. Gambit versus Ghost Rider. Oh.
Johnny Blaze we're talking?
Yeah.
I'll go Ghost Rider, bro.
Yeah, because Gambit only became Omega level like
bro.
Like recently in the last 10 years.
The stare.
The Penance stare is fucking insane. With that hot ass breath. Yeah, we're gonna go Ghost Rider.
You know, my dad has this weird take. He thinks Batman would beat Ghost Rider because he thinks the Penance stare wouldn't work on Batman because he's too mentally strong.
Well,
I thought you froze for a second.
No, I'm just thinking through that though, because like the Penance stare goes to your deepest fears too. No, he would fucking crush Batman.
Yeah, but Batman has conquered fear though, no?
I mean, if you're talking about Scarecrow and all that shit, yeah.
I mean, it depends. If you're talking, when we talk about base form,
the Lazarus trials, he went through that.
Yeah, he's conquered Scarecrow. He's conquered Bane, getting broken and coming back better than ever.
Yeah, but he's never
trials.
I don't know. He's never fought a dude that's just like, you don't know who I am, and I don't give a fuck. Penance stare. I don't know your deepest fears, but we're about to figure this shit out. Like, you're talking about in a random encounter, bro.
Yeah, I'm just talking. My mind goes to, and this isn't base level. This is a different universe and everything. My mind goes to the final scene in Batman Arkham Knight where Scarecrow gives him like an OD amount of the fear toxin, and then he's just like, "I'm not afraid anymore, bro." that was such a fucking aura moment in the ending of that game.
Yeah, I feel it. I just think if Johnny Blaze got a hit in a random encounter, grabbed his ass, Penance stare, showed him all his deepest fears. You know, he's thinking about the night his parents died and when Jason Todd got killed, and fucking
Tom King writing him.
I mean, he'd be emotionally drained and just that moment. Yeah, I don't know. I see what he's saying, but
seeing Bane break Alfred's neck.
Yeah. Now, if Batman knew about Ghost Rider and the Penance stare, he could probably prepare himself for that, but not in a random encounter. He's fucked. Because there's no way that he's gonna know that Ghost Rider's gonna do that shit.
Yeah, we're talking random encounters here.
Yeah. All right, Thor versus Brother Voodoo.
I go Thor.
Yeah, Thor's winning because it's not even Dr. Voodoo at this point.
Yeah.
Love Brother Voodoo, but it is what it is. Thor's beating your ass. Back to the top. Dr. Fate versus Blue Beetle.
Dr. Fate. Next question.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can manipulate the beetle and what did they call that shit? The Scarab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was solid. If you guys haven't watched it, check it out.
Yeah, people hate on that movie, bro. The suit looked good. The family was cool. Yeah, did it get wacky at times? Yeah, but like
with the bubblegum bomb.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. Silver Surfer versus Green Lantern.
Silver Surfer.
Power Cosmic beating ass. Next
The
question.
Silver Surfer has beaten Hulk just by draining him of radiation.
Yeah. Swamp Thing versus Beta Ray Bill.
Swamp Thing. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going Swamp Thing here. Because you can keep beating on him, you can keep beating on him, you can keep beating on him, but pause. But eventually, he's just going to keep regrowing, bro.
Well, that's the one thing about Beta Ray Bill is his endurance.
That's true, too.
So Swamp Thing can keep I mean, Swamp Thing's got to give up after a while.
It's all about, it's a game of, what's the word? Attrition. Who's going to give up first in this?
This is a hard one, man. This is fucking difficult.
I'll go Swamp Thing on this one.
I'm gonna have to get a slight edge to Swamp Thing as well. Because in a random
we got to do this with villains next time, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Because in a random encounter, bro, I don't think Beta Ray would know what the fuck is going on. Turkey neck looking ass mother. Ghost Rider versus Thor.
I'm going Thor, bro.
Yeah, I'm going Thor. I think he's mentally strong to look past the penance there.
Yeah.
All right. Dr. Fate versus Silver Surfer.
Oh my god. I think I go Silver Surfer here, bro. We're talking Norrin Rad too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Silver Surfer on this one, bro.
If the argument has always been Silver Surfer's badass until he got caught by Thanos going full speed trying to grab the gauntlet. Yeah, we're going Silver Surfer all day.
You got yeeted.
Swamp Thing versus Thor.
It's the same thing with Beta Ray Bill, bro.
It's just, yeah.
I'm going Swamp Thing.
So what does Beta Ray Bill or Thor have that the other one doesn't, though? What, Thor's lightning powers?
Yeah.
So could he just
burn him up?
I think so. That's what I'm saying. That might be it, because that's a base power of Thor is his lightning. I think he'd just be able to fucking smite the green.
Keep striking him.
I don't think Swamp Thing's making it out of Thor, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you light all the green surrounding him on fire too with the lightning.
Yep.
Start burning down trees and shit. Yeah, give me Thor.
He put Mjolnir on his chest and then just.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, put Mjolnir on his hands. He ain't striking you, bro.
Yeah. Ah man, he made it pretty far though. I love it. All right, Silver Surfer versus Thor.
Silver Surfer.
And that is our champion, ladies and gentlemen, in our superhero bracket.
Such an OP character.
Fucking crazy ass character, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really good. I like that.
I don't have a problem with any of those ones.
Swamp Thing made it pretty far. Blue Beetle made it pretty far. Dr. Fate made it pretty far. I would love to see a person that knows just a little bit about these characters just to see what they would think. Maybe we should ask some of our buddies who says they know comics but really don't. And if the bracket doesn't turn out exactly like this, they don't know shit. Dr. Fate would lose against Superman. Let's just go through that real quick. Dr. Fate would lose against Superman. We already know that they would pick him. They probably don't even know who either one of these characters are, but I'd probably be inclined to say that they'd say Blue Beetle would beat Marsh Manor because of the movie. They would say Silver Surfer. They would say Green Lantern because they wouldn't know who Red Tornado is. They would say Doctor Strange because they wouldn't know who Swamp Thing is. They probably say Gladiator because they probably think they know who he is. Gambit, they probably put Gambit Ghost Rider. And then Thor would move on. And they'd already be fucked from the beginning. Oh, nah. They'd probably say Green Lantern there.
Yeah.
They'd say Doctor Strange there. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised actually if they said Shazam. Yeah, but we definitely wouldn't have. We definitely wouldn't have gotten that far. It would have been the second round. They would have fucked everything. All right. Well,
I'm cool with it. I like it.
I'm cool with it too, man. I'm cool with it too. Well, that's our. That is our hour and a half episode.
Yeah, buddy.
Episode 2, going through what we feel is going to happen in Marvel and DC comics and some of these movies and all that good shit. And
the Odyssey review, which feels like a lifetime ago now.
Yeah, this man's going to go see Spider-Man on Sunday, so y'all got to wait for that shit too. Got to get this man early release tickets.
What they were showing it Thursday and completely sold out.
Did you try different movie theaters?
I tried 3, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What about Friday?
I was sold out. Thursday,
Friday,
Saturday, all sold out.
Yeah, you definitely ain't find nothing on Friday. And
there
Saturday.
there were seats open in like the little shitty 50-person seat theaters with the small ass screens. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to Dolby Cinema on Sunday at 7:30.
Yeah. Well,
so we'll have the Spider-Man review for y'all on Monday.
Yeah, on Monday. I think what I'll do is I'll do a non-spoiler review or something by myself, like on Thursday.
Yeah.
Without giving too much away, just to put something out there.
Breakdown.
Yeah, and then we'll do our in-depth breakdown of all the shit that people missed that they didn't understand. Oh, who's Screwball? Well.
Hopefully she's not fucking in it. I know we got Tarantula, Ramrod, Scorpion, Rhino,
the Hand.
I think that's it. Oh, Boomerang. I heard rumors about Speed Demon and Big Wheel.
Why? For there just to be off-screen fodder?
It's just a montage.
Who is one? Before we get out, let's do.
What's the black guy's name? The actor who's in it.
The guy that's on the
Keith David.
Keith David. Yeah.
Apparently he's Jackal.
Yeah, Jackal. All right, before we get out of here, prediction on a cameo that we're going to see in Spider-Man. Because I feel like there's going to be a big one. And it's not Jean Grey.
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards.
I could see Spider-Man having the symbiote, and then in a post-credit scene, he goes to get it checked out by the Fantastic Four.
I think what we're going to see, and this will be, remember what I was saying? We haven't been teased to the Ultimate Universe whatsoever. Is Pete's transforming, and he's going to be part of the Spider-Verse and can see and enter that realm. But it's going to seem, and it's going to seem like a memory of him. But he's going to hear, "Hey, Pete," and see like
my God.
And he's going to see a black suit like in a vision, and he's going to wake up. And that'll be like a post-credit scene.
Well,
and people are like, "Oh, Miles Morales!"
Hopefully we don't hear "Hey Pete." Hopefully it's just a costume, but still.
Well, it'll be like in the Ultimate Universe, him like swinging with Pete.
Yeah,
like a similar version of Tom. I'm like, "Hey Pete!"
Or like in the games.
Yeah, or them eating pizza or something hanging upside down. Why the fuck would you do that?
Some shawarma.
Yeah, some shawarma. Yeah, I think that would be a good tease, like, because he would automatically be explained like he's transforming.
Fuck that! Give me Miguel O'Hara. Gamel. Who the fuck is Gamel?
This motherfucker loves Miguel. You love this motherfucker, man.
It's my
Get his
favorite
vampiric non-swinging ass the fuck up out of here, bro. I can't stand that motherfucker.
They
bro.
made him a unit in the Spider-Verse movie, bro.
Oh,
Running up the wall like Wolverine.
Or what if Norman Osborn is in this movie and it's taking DNA from Spider-Man and he sees a blonde-headed version of himself and it's Ben Reilly?
I hope, I think they would just do that with Jackal. Clone Saga.
Or Mr. Sinister.
Hell no. But I think they would just do that with Jackal. And if they do end up doing a Norman Osborn in the MCU with Green Goblin, obviously, I want it to be the ultimate version of the character where he's just a giant ghoul instead of the classic version, because we already got that.
The Jackal?
No, of Green Goblin, if they do Green Goblin eventually. I want the ultimate version.
Oh, my God. I don't know how the fuck are you going to make it?
You good, bro? Having a stroke.
It looks cooler in the comics, but if you think about it in live action, the shit looks dumb as fuck. We've already seen so many versions
Shooting
of it.
Fireballs out of his hand.
A dude that looks like a fucking, I don't know, a scrotum in the face, green,
that's
throwing pumpkins with a hoodie on, motherfucker. That's not cool.
That's what I'm saying. If you do the ultimate Spider-Man version where he's like the fucking Hulk and shoots fireballs, it'd probably be cooler.
Are you talking about the version with the tail?
He didn't have a tail in the original comics. That was introduced in the Spider-Verse movie.
No, it was introduced somewhere else too. Hold on.
Nah, bro. Ultimate Spider-Man Green Goblin. Yeah, he didn't have a tail, bro.
Are you sure?
100%.
I'm looking it up right now.
Here, I'll send it to you on Twitter.
There is a version of Green Goblin.
Yeah, it was in the Spider-Verse movie.
It was not in the Spider-Verse. It was in the comic. I swear to God, I've seen this.
I sent it to you on Twitter. Put this in post-production to show the people. You're telling me you couldn't pull this off in live action? That'd be fucking badass, bro.
You can pull this off in live action, huh? Bitches.
I keep forgetting you just pull it up here. You don't need to go in post-production.
Post-production. I don't even know what that is. Hold on.
This is the post-credit convo.
Pretty much, for sure.
Any day now. There we go. That's badass, bro.
What the fuck? I want to grab the right shit. Yeah?
You could do that.
Was that a pumpkin?
Spider-Man, I'm here to fuck you. You could do that, bro. You don't fuck with that design?
I don't think I've ever fucked with that design, bro.
Hey, I don't know, man.
I like the comic book version of just like him just looking like a goblin throwing the pumpkins, but in live action, that shit will look so fucking stupid.
Did you ever see the concept, not the concept art, the original suit for Willem Dafoe was an animatronic face.
Yeah, I saw it, and it looked like yellow eggs was his eyeballs.
Bro,
and shit.
It was badass, though. It was terrifying. They should have gone with that. Hey, but maybe that's just me.
I mean, it would have been cool for back then because it would have scratched the itch of every fanboy that likes, comic accurate Spider-Man, but our Green Goblin Spider-Man shit. Yeah, he looked like the Alex. You remember the Alex Ross version?
Yeah,
of Green Goblin.
Fucking terrifying. Look at this, and pull this up too. Look at this edit someone did of Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin. That makes me shit my pants.
Look, this is the Alex.
Alex Ross is the GOAT.
But this looks like the animatronic that you were talking about that they were going to use, except his eyeballs were all yellow and shit.
Yeah. Pull that last one up I sent you, though. That is horrifying to look at.
Let's see. Yo, what the fuck?
That's terrifying, bro. You're telling me that wouldn't be cool? Bro, that's scary as shit. Spider-Man? Bro.
Man, look like an orc from Lord of the Rings. Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Bro, imagine seeing that sneak in your house.
Bro, I mean, at this point in time, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to send y'all out with this. When Dane DeHaan was mad that Spider-Man wouldn't give him any blood, and I turned into
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
Yeah. If I look like this at the end of that shit, I'm beating ass for sure.
And there was no reason to not give him blood.
Peter,
there's no reason.
Do you know what it's like to look like this? I get no bitches. Man, he'd be mad as shit. I can't even go to the grocery store because of you. Fucking bitch ass.
Average fentanyl crackhead in Philadelphia right here.
Oh, God. Bro, Kensington Avenue.
I'm never going to forget one of the first times me and you met and we talked about comic books. I brought up Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin. You killed me. You said he looked like a scab.
He did, man. They wasted Dane DeHaan's fucking whole shit by making him look like a fucking... He seemed like a cracked out kid that just got candy for the first time.
You're a fraud. You're a fraud. He started throwing the glass table. That shit killed me, bro.
Oh, man. All he had to do, since he's best friends with this dude, was just act cool. And then while this motherfucker was sleeping or something, just prick his ass and then get the fuck up out of there. Oh, I ain't got his blood now. What are you doing? I don't know. I'm sorry.
I was just sucking your dick, Pete. I promise.
I'm really a mosquito. I just,
Mosquito man.
I'm not the Green Goblin.
I'm the Green Mosquito.
I'm a mosquito. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, guys. We're out of here on this one, man. Peace out. Thanks for watching. And go read a book, man.
Yeah, buddy.